but I'm going to have to check.
Okie doke.
Because we don't want to do the race without people here to laugh at us. That would be rude.
Got to be the comedy gig. Project Cars 3 is fun on PC, but it gets boring too fast. Yeah, I was annoyed at the fact that it's all like, do 3 laps races here. It's got the same problem that Grid has. The latest Grid had.
Oh, Beetlejuice says we're back. I hope that's true, because I couldn't access my own stream. Oh, now I'm live again.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Oh, you know I've had Red Bull and Lager. Now I'm singing rap music. Right, I've got 13 laps to redeem myself on this stream. Right, I promise I'm not as terrible at this game as this year's results would lead you to believe. Oh wow.
We're gonna do it.
It is what happens when I run out of Red Bull.
Welcome to Monza, where the crowd are ready for today's action.
Yeah, I know you're skeptical, Beetlejuice. I know you're skeptical.
It's time for the Italian Grand Prix.
I just love this circuit so much. The flow of it, the speed, the podium over the fans, that's always sensational.
Yes.
215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track.
Right, so I've learned a lesson for the next stream, which will be our end of season 1 stream. I am not going to qualify when the track is busy. I'll wait for everyone to do their first run, and as they're all on in laps, I'll go for my out lap, and that way I should avoid a collision.
Yeah, it's nuts the way that new problem is in the game.
The problem is my stream was down because I caught it on camera, but you guys wouldn't have seen it. I will consider it. I will consider that wager.
What's the wager?
I have to win this race or change my Twitch name to Benita Zero Pin.
That sounds like a drag act.
It does, doesn't it? Look at you up in P7. Next to Ricardo, you doe-eyed flirt.
Oh, I'm only on. I've not got quite so far down that grid yet. It won't. It won't last.
Right, I think I'm going to have to start on a harder compound of tyre here. Or do I wager on the fact that I'm probably going to end up being fucked and have to change my front wing? Yeah, I'm going to stay on the softs. Eleanor was just about to type, it sounds like a drag act, but you beat her to it, Simon. Fortunately, Simon's on hand for all the double entendres and the innuendos and... oh god, some of the things you've said over the years. Like, I get a bad rap, but you... Oh, I did actually once get asked to apologise for something I said, but I cared so little I forget what it was I was supposed to apologise for.
The only time that I've ever had people write on YouTube about my things that I've said and they've said that I've been offended was when I did some jokes on wearing incontinent pads because someone said that their parents wear them, and I was like, well,
so fucking what?
Lots of people. It was in bad taste. I was like, well,
the whole show's in bad taste.
You shouldn't be licking them.
Right, I had a good start, which means inevitably someone's going to take me out. And not in the good way, not to like Nando's. Yeah, I just got hit by an Alfa Romeo, but I felt him. I felt him creeping.
Same.
Do you know, it's amazing. The AI just don't care if you live or die, do they?
No, they drive through you regardless. It's really poor coding. I'm hoping that F1 2022 inevitably has much better avoidance code. That's all it needs. It's just because they stay on the racing line, just go.
Well, I mean, the thing is, they fixed it in F1 2020.
Yeah.
It was way better. And then this reminds me of the earlier games where the AI cars are on rails, and like if you start a casual race or whatever and try and ram into them and take them out, you can see they're glued to the circuit. You'll spin, but they won't.
Yes.
And I'm wondering if they added some new features that maybe tax the hardware a bit too much, and they had to disable some of the more complex AI.
That's a good shout.
Right. I'm not dead, so that's an improvement over the last 3 Grand Prix. But still, it is only the end of lap 1, so there's time. I'm burning a lot of battery as well, so I'm going to stop doing that. I wish we'd put more engine upgrades on this car. I'm going to brake early here to avoid an inevitable accident with this Aston Martin, mainly because I don't want to piss them off too much in case I end up driving for them.
So I've just done a wonderful rendition of Hamilton and Verstappen and survived it, so I'm happy. As is Perez, because he didn't go off either.
Right. Something I'm feeling is that I'm now too scared of the AI.
Same.
And it's costing me lap time.
They're juddery a bit.
Yeah, and they're all running quite close together, which means if you get past one, you still have to brake before you run into the back of the one in front. And, well, braking has never been my strong suit. I'm good on tyres, I'm good on fuel use, not so good at stopping.
I'm alright with stopping. I just don't have the pace beforehand.
Wow, this car is way too heavy. And it won't let me change fuel mix. Why is that?
Because it's not in the game.
But I literally got an email from Jeff telling me to burn more fuel. Have we accidentally disabled it?
No, it's just not in the game. You can only change for fuel mix during practice, and I think they've some of it has been disabled on that as well now.
Well then why have they loaded me up with enough fuel to get the Russian army drunk?
I always have to downplay fuel.
I'm fat
I
enough
always
as it
take
is,
fuel
I don't
like that.
need the help. I literally had to restrain myself today from ordering 3 smashed burgers from a burger place because that was the amount required for the minimum order. And I'd watched a
Smashed
YouTube video
burgers.
about how to make smashed burgers, and I'm very, very suggestible.
Smashed burger? What's a smashed burger?
It's a burger, but like punched in the face. So instead of like a neat burger patty, it's kind of like someone's thrown mince at a pan, but they're delicious because it creates, I'm going to get scientific now, burger science. It's got more surface area, so like there's more brown crispy bits on the outside, so it tastes delicious. And I have had a smash burger before, but I wanted another one.
Amazing. This is something I need to invest myself in.
I'm carrying too much downforce on this setup.
I'm doing shockingly quite well.
You're 5.3 seconds ahead of me. That Alfa Romeo is catching me at a ridiculous... Whoa, what's happened here?
That's me.
Oh god, we're next to each other. Nothing good happens when we're next to each other.
Oh, I can't be having this. I need points. Oh,
You locked up a little bit there, and you somehow still got past.
no, I fucked my front wing.
Oh, that's good. You can help me.
I will.
Haha.
Off you go.
Bye, losers.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Now I'll get 1 point. I really want to check the chat because I know psychically good stuff's going on. But as you can appreciate, I hope, chat, I am 1 week away from having a better solution for reading your messages while driving, but I'm actually on the verge of being competent, and I don't need help buggering it up. But I'm coming back for you, don't worry. I've got a pit stop soon, and that's a great time to catch up on chat.
I've got to come in now.
What I love is that we're supposed to have the Aston Martin safety car, but they haven't coded it into the pits, so the Mercedes one's sat in the pit lane.
Oh yeah, so it is. More front wings, but this isn't Monaco.
We're leading our teammate by 6.2 seconds.
Shit.
Right, my lap times are not where they should be.
I was literally. That all happened because I was so scared of Bottas into turn one ahead of me, who looked wobbly, that it threw me off. I've got coded fear into the AI.
Well, I mean, the thing is, like, I don't mind them being aggressive, but when they're unpredictable, that's what really, particularly when, you know, you're playing here and there's no redos, it makes you really, really nervous. Because also, like, you know, we have a podcast to do, and if, as we have in the past, if we, like, both crash out on lap 4, it really fucks the show.
Very true.
Oh, I love you guys all so much.
Well, hopefully my nefarious sacrifice will give you at least a 10th place.
I think I am catching for 9th, but it's very slowly.
10 now. Keep it up.
I'm romping it back in again, actually. This is really frustrating. I didn't realise that I had such good pace here.
You haven't lost that much time, have you? I keep getting updates in my earpiece. Like a scrawny nightclub bouncer telling me you're on the no entry list.
The gap to the car ahead is
For
I've got a
degeneracy.
COVID passport.
I can see we've both got pace, because you know we're competitive when we both shut up. But I don't want to forget about you guys watching. So, what else was on my list of things to talk about? I hear you not ask. Well, thank you, voice in my head. I wanted very much to talk about Aston Martin.
Oh yeah.
Not the season they probably would have wanted.
No.
I would say, though, there has been something of a redemption arc for Vettel, but it's gone off the boil again recently. And I don't know if his good performances outweigh his struggles.
pit window open.
Like, is he really the guy to lead them forward? I really like him at the moment. He's become very, very likeable, but he's just not delivering consistently. And weirdly, Stroll is more consistent.
He is. He has lower highs but lower troughs, which makes it very tricky for me to really understand. You're right. I still am none the wiser as to whether or not he is the person that should be leading that team forward. It feels odd.
I mean, clearly Mercedes have no input, right? That seems to be the case.
Seem like it, no.
Is your car feeling very squirrely? Because in turn 1, going into turn 2, I just lost it as I caught the cars in front. I'm catching them again now, but the car just did not want to hold on, and it keeps trying to spin on me when I put the power down.
Yes.
Which is the
It's
last...
much more...
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it feels like they've reduced the grip.
It's much more snap oversteery on exit of a corner, on put down of power, compared to what I was playing literally yesterday.
Yes, it does feel different to yesterday, and what's more, I don't know, there's some kind of imbalance to it as well. It's weird. Anyway, let me check the chat.
Go, go, go.
I did not go for the undercut Beetlejuice, as you can see.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
where have I come out? P14. I can work with that. It's not where I deserve to be. Anyone would agree, but it's fine. You know, even champions have a bad day. I just can't believe like how far we've fallen. I had a really bad season in 2019. Do you remember? Like I think I finished one race, and then killed it last year and finished third in the Drivers' Championship. And then now, I won the first race and got the fastest lap, and then have consistently fucked it at every single Grand Prix. And now this patch is not helping me at all because I have no confidence in either the AI nor the car. And because I drive with traction control off now, I really feel it. I really feel it.
It's tricky. It is tricky. Lots of people in the pits this lap, though. We might be diving
yes,
back
please.
up a wee bit.
Gap to car in front is 11.4 seconds.
Is the circuit different from Reality Watch? Yes, I think it is. I think there's some bits that are a bit iffy wrong in the Codemasters version, is there not? Or am I imagining that?
Doesn't... They don't seem to have the... Oh, I've just literally done the Verstappen hammer.
Who have you mounted?
Stroll.
Oh.
I'm okay.
God, imagine what the kids would look like.
Imagine giving... Mind you, I bet if you were Stroll's mother, you'd have had a good old clean on the way out with his eyebrows.
Congratulations, Mrs. Stroll. It's a badger.
Burrowed deep.
No, but I have to say, I've developed a bit of a
Could you
soft spot for
imagine
Lance
having-
Stroll. Like, his dad
Yeah,
can't be an easy person to please.
No.
And actually, like, he's become fairly solid, I think. I do like Stroll. And I think, you know, dad or no dad, I think he warrants a place on the grid.
Yeah, I think he's...
He
more than
offers
capable of being on the
something.
grid. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
But that said, you know, I love the Aston Martin brand being back in Formula One. I love it. And the inevitable James Bond tie-up has now happened.
Yes, I was glad with that.
Um,
Although much more understated than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a much bigger deal. But, you know, that said, you know, good choice. They need a British driver, really, to pull it off. And Jenson Button would have been the perfect fit.
Yeah.
Have him out there in a tuxedo and, you know, you're making money. But regardless, he has tied up with the British sports car brand, though. He's now an ambassador for Lotus, isn't he?
Yeah.
We have fun.
And he's bought a sports car manufacturer. I forget which one. It's like a small defunct brand that he's brought back. Maybe someone in chat can remember. Him and someone else, they've gone in as partners.
Oh, cool.
I've got a Mercedes behind me and I don't have the pace to keep them there, and it's scary. It's scary. It's Hamilton. I can see his big purple helmet.
Oi, oi.
There's not enough purple in Formula One, that's what I've figured.
Give me a Simtech livery.
Do you know, at the time I thought that was quite an ugly car, but it's grown on me. It's amazing how many like absolutely hideous 90s colour schemes have aged quite well over time.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, let's be honest, the Pacific is gaudy as fuck. And the footwork that had like the confetti style on it, do you remember that?
Yes.
Oof.
I love that car.
No, it's an oof from me, I'm afraid.
No!
As you
Because
know,
then it turned into like weird chips when they had the Philips deal
yes,
instead.
Philips car
Powers.
stereo, those were the days. Isn't it amazing how well F1 sponsorship works? Because like the livery is such an integral part of your memories. Like everyone has a favourite car and favourite livery. That like I can name all the sponsors that were on my favourite cars.
Yeah.
Like even the
Completely
little
agree.
ones.
I have no idea what they were, but I can still name them.
That was the thing, right? Because for years I saw Lost Boys on like Arrows and Minardi cars, and there's no context to what it is. It's a marketing firm in Holland, but I had to Google it. Otherwise, because at the time both teams were not exactly performing very well. I thought it was like an admission of failure. We are Lost Boys.
Someone wants to revive back the old vampire film from the 80s.
Right, I have to say, I'm gonna level with you now. I'm not staying at Alpine. I don't think.
Ooh.
This car looks really good, but I've got my foot to the floor, and there's just no grunt at all. And like the Alfa Romeo was killing me on straight line speed. Now it could also be that I've got a bit too much downforce on, and I do. But this car, I have no confidence in it.
I've gone around again.
And I still managed to spin with the extra downforce on, so... I'm trying to read chat as well, and that's dangerous.
3 laps of fuel remaining.
Right, I have to do something now to get past this Aston Martin because I'm about to start the last lap and I'm outside the points again.
I don't like the AI cars twitching.
They do, don't they? They sort of shudder left to right when they're coming up behind you, and you can't tell if that means they're going to go to the left or right of you, so it's just inviting a massive collision.
This is your final lap of the race.
Oh, I'm so annoyed with myself. This would have been easy points.
Yeah, same. There's so many cars ahead of me, but actually I'm saying that, but I catch them and then either spin or they just tear away from me because they've got more power. Still, a bad workman blames his tools, and I am a bad workman. So it's all the
I'm a
car's fault.
tool.
I'm also a tool, yeah. I've driven like a tool today. But I have to say, something of a redemption drive here. Because I even think I recovered from my minor spin reasonably well, with some semblance of shred of dignity left. But the car was too heavy, I put too much downforce on it, and I think I would be 1 or 2 places higher if I hadn't have lost so much pace in the first 3 laps because I was terrified of the AI. Hopefully someone's got a penalty in front of me though, and then I sneak a point.
Well, even though 2 spins and a front wing change and I'm still 16th, I'll have that.
Not too shabby. Oh, that's very sweet of you, Eleanor. Thank you so much for joining. Says she's so happy she found our stream. We've made airport waiting experience a lot easier.
Happy flight.
Yeah, happy flight. We hope you're going somewhere cool, and we very much hope you'll join us again in future because we like having people here for a bit of a chat. And often we finish races. It does happen.
And we aren't normally this incompetent.
No, I mean, it's called the Failcast and we do fuck up a lot, but normally we're not as incompetent as we have been today.
Talk to me. What do you think it was that...
Sorry, whoa, hold up. Wodge, you have a piece of 1996 Footwork Arrows bodywork?
Reveal.
As if I couldn't be more fond of you than I already am. Oh, you were at Monza? Well, what? See, this is exactly what I said at the start. We need the gossip. How was it?
And I can see the drivers starting to
Yeah, before you get on your plane, you have to tell us, how was it? Did you have a good time at Monza? What was the experience? Because if there was one race I could attend, it would probably be that one.
Your race winners today.
Singapore would also be on my list just because it
Beautiful.
it just looks beautiful, but I know it would be too hot and I would die. Well, another 2 Grand Prix down, 2 left in the season, and we have again failed to score.
I know I won't be scoring at Suzuka because I'm not very good there, so all of my hopes are on Brazil.
My pace, my pace wasn't great actually. Although I was in the 123s, and there's plenty of cars ahead of me in the 124s, and I did finish 2 places higher than I started. So that's something. It's not good, but it's something. Let's take a look at the standings. I'm P11 in the Drivers' Championship. Simon P16. And in the Constructors, we are languishing in P7, well adrift of AlphaTauri. But our closest rivals on performance have been Alfa Romeo, and we are whooping them.
Mm-hmm. Which, to be fair, when you look at the car performance stats, I think we are where we should be.
Yeah, I think it just feels frustrating because I had such a great start. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's 3 races where I could have scored where I haven't. So at least I've shown flashes of form. I'll say that.
Some updates from Eleanor. It was an amazing event. Everyone, no matter who they supported, was happy for Daniel. She also recommends attending the Monaco GP. I very nearly did, and I would love to.
Yes.
I would love to, but it costs £11 billion and all the places to stay get booked out, I believe. If you've got some inside tips, if you know someone with an Airbnb, then, hook us up. You can find us on Instagram at FailcastF1 or at Definitely Zero or at Saitorimon.
If there's a 1 cent euro like coin grabber machine, I'll just stay in the casino all day and not need to spend any time anywhere.
There's an interesting glitch in this game, by the way. When you look at the team trucks, the wheels and tyres are part of the colour scheme of the team. So in my team, my trucks all have white or purple wheels. Like even the tyres.
God. Hey, I beat Kimi Räikkönen in the rivalry. Hurrah.
Your apartment balcony overlooks part of the track. I really liked you when you arrived. I thought, here's someone new that we can get along with, but you're just causing me to be jealous now. I tell you what, I had a serious thought, and chat, let me know what you think. Because I was looking at where viewers were located, and most of us are actually around Central Europe or the UK. So then I began thinking, is there a F1 race we could attend where we could all have a meet up and drink beers? One that isn't too expensive, and actually one of the cheapest ones to attend is Austria, but I don't know how easy it is to get to. We'll have to do more research because COVID kind of put the quash on that as well, didn't it?
Yeah, Spa's the usual cheapest chips one as well to get to, because I know a lot of mates that do it as a group lot, and a couple of them, I think it was 2018, went to Monza and loved it, but it was like expensive thing to a more expensive thing to do.
No, Beetlejuice, I can't propose. I'm very happily committed, but I would be willing to extend to a bribe. I don't know what I have to offer. Here's an interesting piece of information for you, Simon. You are now worth more than me by $500,000, and you have a higher driver acclaim.
Yeah. Even though I have scored 0 points versus your win. Love that, Cody's. Love that.
So, before we wrap out the stream, shall we spend some of these R&D points that we've got?
Well, it depends. Do you want to spend them if you're leaving Alpine?
Well, they don't come with me, right?
So
they just get left. They just get left in the pile. Like if you stayed, you'd inherit them.
Tactical decisions. What do you want to do?
I'm not totally committed to leaving, but like the engine just has no grunt. Would you agree to us taking the power upgrade?
Yeah.
With the 6%, right? And then maybe we can still afford bearings. No, not quite. But after testing, we could afford the bearings, and then that would possibly bring us into. Oh, that's interesting, bug. It's supposed to show a performance table, but it doesn't. That's why I can't see who's got the best engine. Good job, Cody's. Amazing. Amazing work. Right.
I've got it. Red Bull, Mercedes, AlphaTauri, McLaren, Ferrari, Aston, Us, Alpha, Williams, Haas.
That's the overall vehicle performance, but you should be able to see per department, or you used to be able to. Like when you go into the thing.
Yeah. Oh no, I've got it. I had to click on bearings to get it though.
Oh yeah, there it is.
We're last.
Yeah, I was going to say we have the worst engine. I thought we did. Oh yeah, no more performance upgrades for me. Cyril heard you might want to leave. Fortunately, Cyril left before me. It's now unpronounceable name. Right, well, what a stream.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Guys, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It's been fun, and we love it when chat is lively. Still, I see on my stats at least more people watch replay than live, which is kind of a shame because it's kind of hard to find a time that's good for everybody. But it's 3 hours of your time that you chose to spend with us, and we are exceptionally grateful for that. And the quality of the chat is extra. Amazing. And thank you to everyone who joined for the first time. I saw 1 or 2 first-time viewers popping up. Not everyone felt comfortable to chat, but that's fine. Simon and I will be back. When will we be back? Because I think we should try and finish out the season a little bit sooner than 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, we'll try and get something in, perhaps. I don't know if I can do later on this week, but definitely at worst by this time next week.
Perfection. Well, I'll tell you what, keep an eye on Instagram at FailcastF1, and usually in our story we'll announce when the next stream's coming up. We were on a 2-week cycle, but we've changed format and we're still figuring it out. But once again, thank you so much, guys. We really do appreciate it, and we hope you've enjoyed, and that you'll consider joining us again in the future. What's going on for you this week, Simon? Because obviously you are quite active over on YouTube, and you don't just do the F1 stuff. So, why don't you talk us through what's coming up?
Yes, I have some narrative / indie games coming up for review. Done quite a few over the last few days. And then a general update video depending on a potential new job that I have, which might actually curtail some of my future plans, but I'll be spoiling some future projects and stuff like that. How about yourself?
Well, I'm back. So I've already recorded 3 episodes of Grand Prix World. Mic drop. And I'm going to be bringing back Monday Night Zero. I don't know what I'm going to stream. I was thinking Mountain Blade Warband, but I've got so many lovely messages on YouTube. Every time I come back, I have like 50 unread messages, and they're always so lovely that sometimes I have to stop. Not like I'm not a super emotional person. It's just it's too nice that I have to stop and take a break before I go back and read them again. So yeah, we really are pathetically grateful. So I'm trying to take on board people's feedback and find something that they might like to watch. And I think Mountain Blade Warband has come up a few times. I know, Wad, you mentioned it today as well. But also I have some management games to maybe look at. It's kind of tricky because I'm working full-time and studying and trying to keep fit because I got fat in lockdown. But we will find some time to hang out again this week. And of course, anyone who's opted to follow will get notifications, and we're very grateful for that. I'm also on YouTube at Definitely Zero again, but the content there it's different. Okay, everyone, please take care of yourselves. Have the best rest of the week you possibly can. Monday's out of the way, that's the hard one. And Simon and I will talk to you very, very, very soon. Mwah. Love you. See you at movie night. Mwah. Mwah.
Bye.
Mwah.